When I was a kid, one of my first real memories of my dad's job was him working for a place called Denny's. He was the manager. He wore a shirt and a tie. People called him Sir, and he was respected. Then one day, when I was about 7 or 8 years old, he lost that job. I don't know all the details, but I do know this. It wasn't a 2 weeks notice with a severance package. It was more like, hey, there's the door. At the time, my dad was married with 4 young kids. He had responsibilities. He had mouths to feed, rent to pay. And my mom was working as a server, which wasn't enough to support a family of 6. So my dad did what he had to do. The very next day, he went out and found work, any work. He painted houses, he did odd jobs, and eventually he landed a more steady job, cleaning office buildings and bathrooms. His new uniform was a cleaning shirt with his name stitched on the front. Not long before that, he had been wearing a tie to work. And that difference, just clothes, just a uniform, changed the way people treated him. He was still the same man, same character, same work ethic, same intelligence, same life experiences, and same look in his eyes. But now, people spoke to him differently. They looked at him differently, and they treated him differently. I remember one night at dinner, he sat us down and explained this to us as kids. And then he said something I've never forgotten. He looked around the table and he said this: "Don't you ever treat someone differently based on the job they have or the clothes they're wearing." He told us, you don't know what life has thrown at them. You don't know what they're walking through. You don't know what they're doing, and you don't know why they're doing it. And they're trying to work a job. They're trying to provide for their family. You see, someone might just be working a second job, or maybe they got fired. Maybe they're between careers. They might be doing the only work that's available to them right now. And yet, they still got up. They still showed up and they still worked. He told us to treat everyone with dignity, respect, and honor, no matter the uniform of the day. Because people are people long before their titles. That lesson shaped the way I see the world. Every person I meet gets the same respect until they give me a reason not to. I don't assume I know their story. I don't judge their worth by their paycheck or their job title. Because here's the truth. Anyone working, anyone showing up and doing what they can to provide is doing something honorable. They could stay home. They could give up. They could choose not to contribute. But instead, they're out there trying. And what I've found is that the people society tends to overlook, the janitors, the cleaners, the service workers, are often some of the most impactful people you'll ever meet. When you actually stop and talk to them, you hear incredible stories. Some are new to the country. Some are rebuilding after setbacks. Some are working 2 jobs. Some are just trying to survive and still manage to be kind. To me, the person cleaning the bathrooms and the person running the company are the same. They're both working. They're both contributing, and they both matter. We have to be careful not to look down on other people just because their job doesn't look like the one we would want. We don't walk in their shoes. We don't know their circumstances, and all we see is a uniform. And uniforms change. So, whether you're wearing a shirt and tie, or a shirt with your name stitched on the front, remember this: your job does not define your worth, and no one else gets to define you by what you do for a living. You are more than that. We all are.